The beauty of this new world of content creation is that there's no textbook on how to do it correctly. Hi there, my name is Tejas Hullur. I'm a 21-year-old full-time content creator with over 500,000 followers across platforms. I create educational content around social media and what we're now calling the creator economy. Basically, new platforms have allowed so many people to become content creators today, including myself. And my goal is to share my journey and help those aspiring to build a brand online. So what do I do? What I do day to day can be put into two baskets: creative and business. The foundation of all the opportunities I've gotten so far is because of the content I've put online, so I have to make sure that engine is going. On the creative end, it can be ideation, scripting, editing, filming, posting, and even engaging with my community. The second basket is the business end of things. I'd like to say I'm the CEO of Tejas Hullur LLC, my brand. Meaning that my day also consists of meeting other business partners, agents, other content creators, and companies that I advise or consult for. The beauty of this new world of content creation is that there's no textbook on how to do it correctly. Every creator I've met has a different process and have different ways of defining success. I want people to know that I'm figuring out this new world of content creation alongside so many others, and my goal is to share the highs, the lows, the mistakes, the things that are working, everything. I'm no expert, rather someone who's just sharing lessons that I've learned through my experience. What inspired me to become a creator? Growing up, I was obsessed with content creators like David Dobrik, Casey Neistat, Yes Theory, the list goes on. And the one thing that stuck with me is that these people aren't using super expensive cameras, nor do they have a wild production set. What they were creating was possible for someone like myself. I love the entertainment and educational values that these creators were providing, so why couldn't I do that myself? Are you a full-time content creator? If so, what sacrifices have you had to make? I am a full-time content creator, super proud to say that. It's the dream job. However, don't get me wrong, it does come with some difficulties. The largest struggle too many content creators face is that they attach themselves too much with the metrics. Views, likes, subscribers, etc. When those numbers are up, it's the best feeling in the world. But when they slow down, it can be a real hit on creators mentally. Speaking out of experience, it took me a while to detach myself from the numbers when the inevitable slowdown happens. My mental health no longer takes a big hit. I'm not perfect at it, but it took a lot of trial and error to get here. Before you became a creator, what did you think you were going to do in the future? Honestly, I wasn't sure. In college, I studied entrepreneurship and corporate innovation, meaning that I just had faith that I would have found something by the end of my senior year. If it was my startup, if it was something else, it was risky, but I guess in a way it worked out. How many hours a week do you work on your content? Each week, heck, each day is very different, and it's hard for me to summarize how many hours I put in each week. Between studying content, scripting, filming, editing, trying to build out a team, interacting with my community, writing a newsletter, meeting other creators, working with brands, advising and consulting, my days are jam-packed. I don't like to say that I work all day because most of my day is just really fun and it doesn't feel like typical work. Being a creator is being an entrepreneur, and if I had to put a number on how many hours I work a week, I'd have to say something like 70 or 80, 12-ish hour days. Do you enjoy content creation? Absolutely. I wouldn't want any other lifestyle. Don't get me wrong, the highs are higher than ever, but the lows can get pretty low. Luckily, 99% of my friends are creators, and by having a strong bond with them, the lows are never really that bad. Who are some of the content creators that have influenced my work? Oh my gosh, there's so many creators that have influenced my work. Number one, Colin and Samir. They are pioneering the education space in the creator economy. I look up to those two greatly. Number two, my two co-authors, Daniel McMahon and Sean Ulashin. They both are much better storytellers and editors than myself, and by being around them, I'm just absorbing their skills. Number three, Elliot Choi and Kelly Wakasa. These two creators have such strong relationships with their fan base, it's so inspiring. Their content is very personality driven, one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Number four, Billy, but with an 8 I-L-L-Y. Incredible creative. The way he presents his ideas are so entertaining and special. If I can take 1% of that, I'd be really happy. And I can keep going. How do you get over the fear of posting and becoming a content creator? If you dream to be a content creator, it's important to create a system of discipline. For example, I started creating when I was in college, and I would pretend that content creation was one of the classes that I was taking in my weekly schedule. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and the weekends from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. was Content Creation 101. And just like any other class, if I didn't feel like going, I still went. Showing up, especially in those times that you don't feel like it, are especially important. Repetition is how you make better and better content. Getting over barriers. I don't know what to talk about. What do you find interesting? What are your passions? If you are passionate about a topic, topic, there's a chance that someone else is as well. I need professional gear. I only have my phone. This is a huge trap that many creators fall into, including myself. Most of my content is still filmed with my phone. It's an amazing tool. The best creators I know can tell incredible stories no matter the gear. I hate how I sound and look on camera. Hey, I get it, but I promise you no one is analyzing how you look and sound as much as you are. Please don't let this stop you. The opportunities are endless. How often should I post? This is an unconventional answer. It doesn't matter. It's whatever cadence that you feel comfortable with and can stay consistent with. If that's once a day, once a week, or even once a month. The only caveat is if you're a new creator and you haven't really found what you wanted to do yet. Then I would say post as much as you can until you feel some direction with what you want to create online. When should I post? It's different for every creator depending on their audience. Most platforms give data on when your audience is most active, but again, I don't think this matters too much. A good story will always find its way to attention. When your content flops, how do you handle that setback? It's the toughest part about being a creator. I have the mindset that if a piece of content doesn't perform too well, then it's a VIP showing to those who saw it. But also it's a good case study. Read the comments, ask fellow friends what they thought of it, and get honest feedback to keep evolving your craft. What advice would you give creators just starting out? Creators just starting out, I hate to break it to you, but you're probably gonna post 100 bad videos before you post one good one. But stick with it. Really concentrate on staying consistent and innovating your content. And also make sure you're creating what you find fun. How has the landscape changed for content creators in recent times? The barrier to entry as a content creator is a lot lower than ever before. 20 years ago, you needed to be a part of a large network. 10 years ago, anyone could have made a YouTube video. And today, anyone can make a TikTok, which is a lot easier than a long-form video. What are you the most proud of accomplishing in the last 2 years as a creator? I'm really proud of how I've gotten myself into situations and networks that is pretty rare for people my age and that have my experience. I've made some couple early stage investments, connected with some of the smartest entrepreneurs, CEOs, and investors, and have at least one friend at every large social media platform. Something that if you told me I'd have a year ago, I would be in total shock. How has LinkedIn helped you on your creator journey? LinkedIn has helped me in two ways, as a creator and as a consumer. As a creator, my content has reached people that no other platform could do. For example, I get messages from people at TikTok and Instagram and even LinkedIn themselves. My page on LinkedIn is a visual resume that can hit any business professional in any industry. And as a consumer, I found thought leaders in the creator economy space. These people have educated me in ways that I can't find anywhere else. What does the future look like for you? My goal at the moment is to expand my team, as it's quite hard being a one-man media production company. My goal is to create a solid process in creating short-form videos and slowly get into the world of long-form YouTube videos. LinkedIn, thank you so much for this opportunity, and I can't wait to catch you next time.